left, we have Harvard co-captains Oliver McNally, Keith Bright, head coach Tommy Amaker, and we have Kyle Casey, Brandon Curry. Coach, if you want to open up some opening comments, please.
Yeah, well, obviously a big day for us, an incredibly exciting day, incredibly exciting moment, and it's so neat to see these guys jump for joy when our name was broadcasted and brought up in one of the brackets, and obviously with the matchup. We're thrilled to represent our conference, our university, and certainly our program to do the best we can. We're excited to put ourselves in this position, and we're certainly hoping for the best, and we know this great tournament is going to be as sensational as it's always been, with a number of just incredible games, and we're hoping to be a part of it.
Tommy, does this day bring back memories for you as a player, the tension of the day? You know, as you sat in the back of the room watching your players enjoy it, did memories come flooding back for you?
It's been 100 years ago, so no, I didn't think back to that. I was just really focused on the moment for these guys, and I was thrilled that we were able to have this here today. You know, with the great setup in the Hall of History, very appropriate. The environment for us to host the show and for us to watch it and have our kids there, and then their reaction was priceless. And you go through a couple of the regions, and our name isn't there, and they're slouching and slumping down in the chairs, and they have to go to commercial breaks, and but certainly seeing their reaction was all worth it for me.
Yeah, I mean, the whole day, it was pretty special for me, especially getting there and sitting there and see how many people, took the time to come out and be there when our name was called. Again, something that we've talked about, and I personally have talked about a lot, like with the media in the last week or so. It's just the transition of this program and where we came from, a few years ago when I got here, and a year before when Coach got here, and to where we are now is probably is the best part of that, I think, for me.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the reason why all of us came here, especially Oliver and Keith choosing to do something different, and Brandon and myself, being the first guys in our class to really make that call and come here and try to make history. So it's been a long 3 years and 4 years for them, and a lot of ups and downs. But it's nice to kind of really see all the hard work paying off.
How confident are you guys that you can show that you belong? I mean, for 2 years you guys have done so much, and the Ivy League title and the outright this year. How confident are you that you can show, yeah, not only should we happy to be here, but we can get some damage done here?
I think we've been practicing really well all year, and especially this past week, and we have a drive and motivation to continue to achieve our goals and things like that. So we're going to go in confident and play our game and stick to who we are, and I think the outcome will take care of itself.
What's the reaction been like on campus? I don't think Harvard is really used to March Madness. What's it been like this past week?
Just excitement. Surrounding like midterm week, which is crazy, because everybody's in library studying, and you're walking to go get a snack in between study sessions, and you see students and they're giving you high fives and telling you good luck and congratulations, and these are people that you've never talked to before, never seen before, and the culture that I've seen grow here is just absolutely phenomenal. Just a transition from 500 students in the gym, 500 people in the gym watching us play, to sold out gyms here in the Reed's Pavilion every game. It's unbelievable. So the culture is definitely building. We have students talking about they're going to be at the first game. So hopefully you see some of them out there.
Anybody else?
Yeah, the atmosphere has been really electrifying. On top of all that, we had a couple of teachers stop lectures to congratulate some of the guys on the team. Hear students talking about, like, the professors are talking about the basketball team during our office hours, and they're trying to get help on their papers, stuff like that. So just hearing all that is great, and just to see how our fan base has really grown. We have people talking about, like, this is the first year they ever watched basketball, like, ever, like, because a lot of students outside the country and teachers as well outside the country, and they're following us, and so just to hear that stuff, is really great, and just to see that our hard work is appreciated.
Will this matchup wreak any havoc on your midterm schedule for any of you guys? Are you going to have to Put them on
Well,
hold.
the midterms were just passed.
Midterms passed.
Spring break, right?
Yeah.
Spring break now, so.
Is this the best spring break you've ever had?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Spring break out.
What was the toughest part of getting the team to this spot?
Toughest part of
Of getting the team to this spot?
You know, I really applaud these guys and our whole ball club because, you know, we were predicted to be here. You know, that's very hard to do. You know, we were predicted to be here over a year ago after the, you know, the gut-wrenching loss we had against Princeton in the playoff game with everybody returning, going into the summer and into the fall with the preseason predictions and publications and so on and so forth. I mean, everyone predicted us to win our conference and to make the NCAA tournament. I think we probably have exceeded, you know, many people's expectations, but based on what we've been able to do outside our league, with the battle for Atlantis and other games we played throughout the course of this season. But keeping everything, I think, in terms of the focus on us. I think sometimes we can get so, you know, riled up in everything else around us, the exposure that happened, the ranking, you know, distractions of things. You know, we've been fortunate for the most part, you know, to pretty much stay fairly healthy. You know, we've had our bumps and bruises and things of that sort as everyone else. But I just think keeping our guys focused on our identity and our standards, it was the most important thing that we could do to try to drive us to get to this point.
Coach, how tough has it been to build this program? And if maybe Duke could be called the Harvard of the ACC, could Harvard be the Duke of the Ivy League?
Well, you know, there are a number of great schools and programs and names across the country. You know, one of the things that we're hopeful that we will never do, and that's no disrespect to anyone else, including my alma mater, is, you know, we just want to be Harvard. And for us to grow our program, to build our program, it starts with great people, with these guys up here, other members of our ball club, and certainly our administration, and what we refer to as the team behind the team. Bob Scalise, our athletic director, and certainly as we've been able to grow things on campus, getting the support of our student body has been huge for us. I mean, we lost our game, our last home game against Penn, but it's been almost maybe close to 2.5 years prior to that loss before we lost here on this campus. And so I think that all these elements are coming together for us to continue to have a solid program, and we're proud of that. And certainly the play of these guys and the rest of our members of our team and how they've been able to come on board and identify with this as something that they've been incredibly excited about achieving. You know, knowing that defense is our calling card, and that's been, you know, the pillar for us to build our program, is to build it around our identity, which starts with defense.
Oliver, maybe starting with you on down, what do you want from this week? You know, what's going to be like when you get out to there and stepping on the court for the first time in that game? What do you guys want to take from this week?
I want to win games. My career's over when we lose, so I want it to last as long as it can. So we're going to go down there, it's going to be awesome, and we'll have our open practice, and people will be loving it and all that, but when it boils down to, like, it's just going to be heartbreak if you don't win. So, you know, it's awesome for a program, and you know, and I'm so happy that I was able to be, you know, a captain and a part of the leadership that brought, you know, the first Ivy League championship here and all that. But you know, that's happened, and it's really important, and I'm glad it happened. But we're in the tournament, and we're here to win the tournament. You know, win whatever next game, whoever we play. And I think, you know, it would be, you know, we wouldn't be competitors if that's not how we look at each game.
Guys, Coach made reference to it before. I mean, generally, in most cases, when you mention Harvard, you're talking about the best of the best. It hasn't necessarily been the case when you're talking about Harvard basketball. How proud are all of you now to wear that H, and how much of a mark do you think you've made on this school's history?
I think we're etched in stone in this school's history. I mean, we've done a lot of things that a lot of players have come here to try to do, and you know, it's been a long road for all of us, and a lot of hard work for all of us. And you know, it's really humbling that we could, you know, achieve something here that has never been done before, when so many things have been done before. So, you know, that's something that just day in and day out motivates us, and you know, keeps us on the grind to get better every day.
Anybody else?
It's the dream that he pitched to us. Before we were being recruited here. And when you're an 18-year-old kid making a decision to come play at a university, we put a lot of risk and a lot of faith in Coach Hemaker and this program. And to actually see, that dream come true, it's indescribable. And, we trusted him. And when you trust somebody as much as we did, and we're fully in this program, we put everything in this program, you're going to get out of it what you want. And I think that's what we have right now. So we set the foundation for, many years to come, hopefully, in Harvard history, and we're the first. So.
Tommy, how does that make you feel to hear that? I mean,
Well,
you've been so many places and done so many things.
It's incredibly rewarding and to see how these guys have grown and hear the words that they've said, what Keith just said, and Oliver and Kyle and Brandon have said in different capacities. I mean, it's very moving. It's very satisfying because we've been in this together. I mean, it's something that we've talked about, and having faith in something, believing in something without the actual, we quoted, we do a lot of quotes, they get laughed at me and get tired of me quoting different people and whatever, but one of my favorite ones is Dr. Martin Luther King. He said, you don't have to always see the staircase, just take the first step. And for our guys that have taken these kinds of steps for us along this journey, and the first step obviously is believing to come and to be a part of this great institution and want to do things in a way that have never possibly been done before from a basketball perspective. And now to see that it's happened for them, it's happened for our ball club, the individual honors that these guys have been awarded, rightly so. It's, as a teacher and as a coach, I'm not sure it gets any better than that.
As you all know, the president fills out a bracket. I think he'll be picking his
We're waiting to see.
alma mater.
That is one thing I've been waiting on with the brackets. I'll admit that. We'll be waiting to see.
Any message to him?
No messages. We recognize he has his hands full of a lot of different things. We'll just sit back and wait and see.
Tennessee might be more of a swing state than Massachusetts.
I don't know. You never know. You never know.